Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? All right, we got the twins upstairs here with sure. No, we got a great panel tonight of us three guys here. Going to show you some cheese and beer. The link's in the back for anyone else that wants to join as well. Thanks, guys, for being here. We got Bumpy Brewery. We got Miscellaneous Brew Reviews and Beer Man. Right, and then the chat, of course, can't forget you. Thanks for being here, guys. Blake TV, John and Neely, Thrash Life, cheers, Thrash, cheers, Commerce, Ozzy, Marion Butch, Joey, cheers, guys. All right, so you know that you guys, everyone knows what's going on, so let's do it. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
No reverbs. I don't know what's going on with my laptop. It seems like the volume keeps, even though I turn it up, it just seems to not be loud like it used to be. So.
Oh, you're plenty loud.
Oh no, I'm loud, but I couldn't hear. So let's see the beer that I'm bringing. This one's from Foundation Brewing Company. They're out of Portland, Maine, I believe. Yep, out of Portland, Maine. This one's called, I think it's bocce pills. I think that's how it would be pronounced. So. Like bocce ball. That's kind of what it looks like. So bocce pills. It's an Italian style Pilsner. It comes in at 4.5% ABV. I'll give it a pour, and then I'll tell you why I'm bringing the Italian Pilsner. I can't remember if I've had this beer. I hope I haven't. I picked it up because I didn't think I'd had it, but I may have had it at one point. I've had a few Italian style Pilsners, so yeah, the head on this is kind of a rocky white head. The color of the beer itself is a nice straw yellow, very, very clear and effervescent with those bubbles. The cheese that I'm bringing, this came from Trader Joe's. It's an Italian truffle cheese. Nice. So I don't know if it's like what type of cheese it actually is. I just know it has black truffles in it. This is pasteurized cow's milk cheese culture, animal rennet, salt, and black truffles. It doesn't say if it's like cheddar or Gouda or anything, but that's what it looks like. It was a triangle, and I cut it up into these nice little bits and pieces there.
Nice.
And I can smell some truffles. It's not as potent with the truffles as the first black truffle cheese I'd ever had, but you can smell the truffles, so that's a good sign. Cheers.
Very good. Yeah, it is. All right. Did you say say animal remains? Bumpy?
Animal rennet.
Rennet.
Thanks, folks.
Oh shit. All right, cheers, guys. So, I'm gonna start off with the cheese because I think a few people seen the beer that I've got. So I got something from Boar's Head, something different again. This is their Irish cheddar, grass-fed cows, aged 9 months. Free of artificial growth hormones, gluten-free, sugar-free, no trans fats. Yeah. Irish cheddar, all natural cheese, product of Ireland. So I guess Horsehead's importing this and then putting their own sticker on it. So what it sounds like. The cheese is white, kind of off-white. It looks more like butter on there. It's not really that. It's a little bit more white than it's picking up on the camera. I gotta fuck with that thing. And beer I've got Heineken.
Nice.
I keep saying lighter beers with the cheese, so
Wow, we got a crazy chat tonight. That's good.
There it is. One finger. Pretty tight knit, but still looks pretty soapy. Effervescence, golden color. Sure, most beer people are familiar with the Heineken. So, and it's in date, and it's not skunky. That's by February 2022. They put the date on there now. It's just nice. No more skunky Heinekens.
Yeah. I am yet to, I like the skunky Heinekens, to be honest.
I don't mind it sometimes.
But cool, man. All right. I will bring me up. Cool. Small panel. If anyone wants to join up, you're more than happy to join with some cheese and beer. Cool. Got a great chat tonight. It is very lively. That's awesome. All right. So I got my cheese is an Iberez. Never heard of it. It's a Spanish cheese, Spanish goat cheese, actually, made from unpasteurized goat's milk and Extremadura. I don't have no idea what that is. It has a denomination of origin protection in the European Union. Okay. It is made specifically in the district of Iberez. All right, so that's that cheese, and this is what it looks like. I couldn't read some of that stuff. It's got kind of like that red stuff. I don't know what you call that. But very white cheese, very firm, nice, skinky cheese. Oh,
Would it be a rind?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what the red is. What's the red? Isn't that paprika? Yeah, maybe paprika or something.
Oh,
good.
Yeah, it's probably
paprika. I'm not sure what they put on that. They're all different.
Looks like it is. But yeah, nice. Kind of smells like we'll get into it, but real quick though, it does smell like kind of like tortillas or quesadillas or something. So let's look at the beer, which is cool. I love cheese quesadillas. This is a one from it's a German Pilsner, brewed and canned at the Common Space Brewery out of Hawthorne, California. German style Pilsner lager with I'll just show you 5%, and that's just got like a whole lot of stuff going on there. And it's the Fresh Pills of LA. Yeah, it's fresh. Is that Fresh Prince or something? Yeah. Hallertau, Mittelfru, and Czech Kazbek, which I've never heard of those hops. I've heard of Hallertau and Mittelfru, but malt is Araclea something Pilsner, and then German lager used the BSI 3470 yeast. So, and canned in June, beginning of June. Whoa, that was loud. At least in my headphones it was. Very, very clear beer. Very effervescent and bubbly. Looks like champagne. Has a bubbly, soapy head. White head. Smells like a German Pilsner for sure. It's got a nice, like a spicy, fruity kind of thing going on, like an herbal spicy thing. Very nice. Cool. I think this will work. Let's get back Bumpy. Let's bring back Bumpy if he's ready. All right.
So start with the beer first. The aromas on this, it's got this kind of orange spritzy. Tell he's come to see me because of the cheese. It's got this orange spritzy type aroma. A little bit kind of it's malty. I would say kind of a bready type malt, like a white bread. Oh, that's cool. This is a clean glass, but there's something I just noticed inside the glass, so I want to change the glass just real quick after this. But Yeah, a little bit of a spicy note as well in the aromas. The flavor. It's a light body. Um, Good, I'd say a kind of medium carbonation to it. It's got some of those kind of bready notes, a little bit crackery, uh, and there is that kind of orange and slightly zesty herbal type of thing going on for the hops. It's got a mild bitterness to it. There's that kind of lingering bitterness, but the malt follows throughout the whole drink of this pilsner, this Italian pilsner. I realized what's inside the glass now because I remember this glass was stuck on another glass that has that like orange paper. So it's stuck inside. So that's what that is. I thought I'm glad it's not food, I guess. But anyways, the cheese. It's got a little bit of like a kind of like slight saltiness to it, but you can definitely get the truffles. So it's got that very mushroomy earthy tone thing going for it. Eating the cheese. It's very spongy, and chewy, and it's definitely mozzarella. So it's like those mozzarella, like those cheese things that you peel off the strips and stuff. That's exactly what it tastes like. And then of course you get the big burst of truffle in there. Slight amount of salinity. Other than that, the cheese itself it's mozzarella. It's kind of a blander flavor. But yeah, plenty of that truffle. And I'm eating the cheese now. See how it blends. Yeah, so you get the kind of cuts away some of the bready malt flavor. It kind of leaves it more like crackery. A little bit of that citrus hop flavor still comes through, and the truffle comes back around with the beer. So it's kind of blending in fairly nicely as far as the flavors. Everything kind of has its dominant flavors still portrayed.
Nice.
Still on show. Let's try some beer first and then the cheese.
We gotta get those banners up. Cheesers.
Stepson just opened up a can of tuna fish too, so now it's like all I can smell is tuna fish.
Oh,
There's a lot of things throwing me off here right now.
Oh yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah. When drinking the beer first, you're gonna get you get the bready, crackery maltiness, get the hops and everything that go forth with it. And then you eat the cheese, it basically just cuts out that lingering kind of herbal zesty bitterness that seems to linger on. But I'll show you my glass. You see that right there? I'm not sure if it. If I can. There you go. That line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's plastic on the inside of my glass, which has carbonation bubbles forming around it and coming up off of it. That's what kept throwing me off. I kept seeing that. I'm like, what the hell? I thought there was like food particles stuck inside my glass. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? But it's just plastic, so I'm okay to drink it. Anyways, cheers.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. I was laughing. Okay. Cool, man. It's not bad, right? Didn't throw it off or anything to flavor your beer, you don't think? Or everything's
No.
good? Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
All right,
The
man.
tuna fish is a little distracting in the air, though.
Oh, no. Damn tuna. All right. All right. All right. So, where are we?
Moving on to miscellaneous.
All right.
I'll
Let
come
me
back with
get-
I'll come back with a score and
All
final
right.
thoughts and stuff.
Sorry, my head's not there today.
No worries.
Thank you, Bumpy.
All right. So yeah, Heineken lost its head. Still pretty effervescent. It's pretty damn clear too. You know what? I kind of missing the skunk just a little bit. You know, it's definitely not there, and you know, it's kind of it's different. It's a little off-putting. I don't know, but I do like Heineken in the can over the bottle. I prefer it in the can. So yeah, on the nose, not too much. Definitely getting a nice caramel bread malt, more like the crust of the bread. Slightly sweet, not really putting off a huge hop aroma, but I don't know, because says they use hop extract. Yep, malted barley, hop extract, and water in their house yeast, which is supposed to put off some fruity notes. So, yeah, I don't know. Not too much to it. Like I said, could be missing the skunk. We'll find out on the taste. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man. Oh, man.
It's good. Yeah, I'll go with a bottle next time. I'm missing it, dude. I've never had a skunky Heineken in a can either. It's because the light doesn't get to it. And I guess no air either. There's no chance of a faulty cap. So yeah, pretty light on the body. Got a nice spritziness to it. It's pretty effervescent for a 5% lager. I do pick up, like I said, a little bit of light caramel, almost like a biscuity kind of malt flavor on the palate. Slight drying. There is a very, very mild bitterness. It's very soft and subtle, but it's there. Very clean drinking. Tastes great. I'm gonna get some more in there. My big 24 can. All right, on to the cheese. The Irish cheddar from Boar's Head. It's got that. Definitely has that age look for 9 months. It looks like some of the longer aged cheese that I've seen, at least. So yeah, it's got a slight funk, like a sweet funkiness to it. A little bit nutty. What the hell? That side doesn't smell the same as this. I don't know. Just smells like a standard aged cheddar. I don't know what makes it Irish. I guess just because it's from Ireland. So yeah, go ahead and try this out. It's pretty dry, crumbly, so it might have those crunchy bits in there. Mm-hmm. All right. So misleading, wrong. No salt, none of those aged crystals in there. Very, very dry on the palate. It's pasty almost. There is a slight sweetness, little funk, tangy, robust. texture of this cheese, like I said, it's more got like that powdery, pasty kind of mouthfeel. It's not bad. Cheese tastes good. Maybe not my favorite aged cheddar. Yeah, so we try them together. I got something floating in my beer.
Cheers!
Cheers, man. Cheers.
That didn't work. I'm going cheese then beer. It didn't really do anything with the beer than the cheese. I mean, last show was totally beer before the cheese kicked it off.
Yeah, I think that works better.
It's not really doing anything. They're kind of just standing their own. The cheese is still there. Still taste the beer. That's different. I've never sat here and had a beer and cheese where nothing happened. Today's the day. Literally didn't help or hinder either side. I mean, the beer helps wash the cheese down because of the texture of it, but
weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back and drink some more and eat some more of this cheese, and hopefully I can figure something out. Thanks for having me. Maybe Heineken wasn't the best. Maybe I should have went with a pumpkin beer. Maybe I should have, just for Josh. I know he loves them.
Nice.
Pineapple on the pizza.
Just straight up paper on that one, huh?
Nothing. No, I got it. Didn't like usually. I noticed the cheese usually brings out more of the bitterness out front, and
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely, I might have went too light on the beer for the cheese. I don't know.
Oh, okay, right. Well,
we'll see. I got some more time to snack around over here. I got plenty of cheese.
Yeah. Right on, man. Thanks, Miscellaneous. All right. Cool. So, what do I do? I guess let's do the cheese. Let's do the cheese first. All right. So this is Ibanez. That's a guitar. This is an Ibanez cheese, and it's got some like stuff on the side, red, rindy stuff. Let's smell it. So it smells like a doughy, fresh from Mexico tortilla with like nice stinky cheese in it. Like it's really nice. It's got a milkiness to the cheese. There's a nice milky, goaty, like wild funkiness to this cheese. But altogether, it really smells like a tortilla, like a fresh, warm tortilla. Wow. All right. So, and it's breakable. It, boom, just breaks. Probably, it's very fragile, so it probably wouldn't be like one to, unless you had a big chunk of it to go through a grater. But, yeah. Let's eat this. It's dry. It kind of has the goat cheese comes through, goat milk. It's not super it has kind of a wildness to it. Speaking of wild cheeses, it's dry though. It's not even really pasty. It's kind of cardboardy. Has like a dryness that's so much that where it doesn't really stick to your mouth. It just kind of stays chunky and goes down. And it feels like cottage cheese as it goes down. It's kind of weird. Oh, it was weird.
You know where cottage cheese ends up, right?
In where?
In your behind.
yeah, it does. Cheese stew. Damn. This one is it's in your bum. So ooh, smoky. Yeah, That's paprika. It's got a smoky nuttiness to it in the rind when I chew it. That's real nice with that rind.
There you go.
That adds a nice smoky, nutty kind of thing. I don't know. It's really nice. That's good. Very nice with and it even it's very smoky. That's a nice smokiness. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let me get through this. It has a wild, like a saison kind of bready, kind of like wild funk to it. You know what I mean? Like that might actually go really good with a saison or something. But we'll find out on this German Pilsner.
Cheers.
Smelling this. Cheers.
Oh, it smells.
You're rushing him. Stop rushing him. Only 26 minutes in.
Sometimes I get, it's like a herbal, spicy, crispy, lagery kind of feeling in the nose. Light, still somewhat even like kind of complex in its own lightness. I really like German Pilsners. I really like these a lot. Way better than American style lager or anything like that. It's just they're just tasty. Very nice. Bready. There's a nice breadiness coming through. Kind of a cracker bready. But it's very slight. It's floral. There's some floral. Very nice. Crispy. Yeah, very crispy. And it's just very clear and effervescent and still going. It's probably about 45, 50 degrees probably right now. It warmed up a bit. 45, 50. 48. Yeah. Heads down. It was a white head. Nice golden color.
It was good.
It looks kind of like a Heineken in a way. And it tastes like Heineken in a way. That's weird. Yeah, it really tastes like Heineken. Like an unskunky Heineken. It's a lighter, watery. More watery. But it's got a nice herbal spice, fruity kind of thing. Like a floral earth, a floral apple or something. Apple blossoms. I've never eaten apple blossoms before. Have you guys had apple blossoms?
Can't say that I have.
Might have to try some next time. No, not bad though. Pretty good. Let's have the cheese before. Let's have this before the cheese, and then we'll do the cheese before the beer. It doesn't. It's not as effective. It's not as effective. You made it more cardboardy. I don't know. It's weird. All right, so let's have some of this. A big old chunk. This is like
get some with the rind on it.
Yeah,
that's good. I hate they make so many cheeses like that. Like the Bella Vitana ones are like that. If you don't get any of the rind on there, it just kind of tastes like the same old cheese.
This has like the perfect like salty balance. Sorry,
that's all right.
I'm showing all my.
I'm just taking you in my own home. So.
Milky though, just that nice milky. Wow, ooh, I like it. It's filling, very filling. Yeah, man. Kind of goes in with it. Doesn't really put out any flames or start any flames, or it doesn't have any. Just kind of mouth. It kind of quenches the thirst of it, like the pastiness of the cheese as it starts to gather. This beer really takes it down and rips it off of the palate, off the tongue, and off the throat. It just kind of becomes a thirst quencher. But I don't lose any flavor in the beer, and I don't lose any flavor in the cheese. So it kind of just works as something to kind of take. That's like taking pills down. Taking your pills, you just have some water. It's like it's just kind of works. I don't know. It's cool. Right on. I like this. Cool. So enough because I've said enough tonight. Let's go ahead and bring
mommy.
Bumpy.
Mommy.
Bumpy.
All right. So first thing I'm gonna say, because right now I'm drinking a Marzen, and this is so rich in bread, and, very very bold flavors for a lager. And this is too strong for the cheese, so it takes over the cheese completely. You can't even taste the truffles.
Oh, that sucks.
With that beer. So definitely with the Pilsner, the Italian Pilsner, it's lighter on the malt notes. The hops come through nice, but they do go. It goes well with the cheese because you still get the truffles through the lighter malt notes, and even with that kind of orange citrus and herbal type hoppiness from the Pilsner, it goes well with the umami mushroomy black truffle. It does wash away like the saltiness, because this cheese does leave you with a salinity just left over on the palate afterwards. So I'm just gonna say they do pair well together.
Nice.
The Italian Pilsner and the Italian truffle cheese.
Perfect.
Pilsner's it's pretty good. It's had quite a few Pilsners. I do like that it does have a good hoppiness to it. I do like the way that the hops kind of give off that kind of orange citrusy vibe with some of the herbal zesty type notes. It also has some of that kind of light bread malt presence as well. It's a decent Pilsner. I'd give it a 94 out of 100. For the cheese, eating this cheese by itself, it's one of those cheeses I'm eating it because I'm eating it, but it's not one of those cheeses where I'm like, ooh, this is a cheese I can just eat by itself and really enjoy it, or I can put it on a cracker. It's like cheddars and stuff are really good with crackers for the most part. This mozzarella.
Say about me?
It's a little bit different than crackers.
Hey, man.
What I could see this cheese being really good for, since it is mozzarella and you're going to find that a lot on pizzas, would be melted if you sliced it thin and just plopped it on some dough with some marinara sauce or whatever the heck pizza sauce is. Then just melted this down with the truffles and everything. I think it'd be a good cheese to kind of use as a food based cheese. It's a melting cheese, I think. It's all right. It didn't blow me away like obviously the first black truffle cheese that I had. That was an English cheddar cheese with black truffles. That was awesome. That cheese was just awesome to eat. One of my favorite cheeses of all time. This one, it's got good flavors to it. I like that the truffle and the saltiness brings flavor to the very bland mozzarella. But it's just not so enjoyable just to sit here and eat. So I'm going to give the cheese an 88 out of 100.
88.
I know, man. You're a connoisseur of the truffle cheese.
I'm yet to trying one of those. Jeez.
We're finally getting
the truffle definitely shine through because the cheese itself is very bland. But
Nice.
Doing shout outs and stuff. We're doing that later on.
Yeah, we'll do it later to stretch it.
All right.
Sorry. I'm trying to keep up with everything.
Where to start with the Heineken? The Heineken in the can. 24-ounce can went down really quick. I'm quite surprised, I'm going to bring Heineken back to the table one of these days, but I'm definitely going to get a bottle because I I'm missing the skunk. I hate it. As weird as that sounds to say about a beer. I'm missing that a little bit, because it's one of those things that I usually associate with it. And it's a roll of the dice. Is it real skunky or is it not? I kind of like it a little bit. Almost like, how like Mickey's hits when you hit it, when you drink it, the light, very, very light skunk. It kind of gives it the profile that I'm used to. But in the can, not bad. Like I said, you can't lose any day of the week. It's light, crisp, refreshing. Like I said, this one, it's a little bit more malt forward. It's not 3, it's 5%. Yeah, Beer Advocate, I think, scores this at an atrocious score of like 64. I think I could do it a little bit more justice than that. I'd put this in the 87 range. It's good for what it is. I mean, it's nothing spectacular that's gonna blow your mind, but for a lager beer, not too shabby. I mean, drinks pretty clean. Yeah. So the cheese, the Irish cheddar from Boar's Head. It's all right. It's different. A little bit different from some of the other cheddars I've had. I don't dislike it. I don't love it either. I just don't. I don't know what it is. It's not bold enough. It's not zingy enough. I think it's more the mouthfeel on it. That pasty kind of powdery mouthfeel. I don't know. Feeling about the same on that. So I'll stick the cheese at an 87. All right, so I did get the chance to do a little more tasting on it. I found that when I sip the Heineken, I get the finish, let the palate dry, then I tasted the cheese. It was a little bit more robust and like tangy, a little more zingy, which was good. Brought the the salt a little more to light. Wasn't bad. So then what was it? Ate the cheese, tried the beer. It did bring out a little bit more of that like floral hoppiness. Cheers, Mark. Just mildly though. Like I said, I definitely think the beer I chose was too light. IPAs go really well with these cheddars, and I just figured, I don't know, could have been lighter cheese, roll the dice. Wasn't the best pairing, but it wasn't bad either. They kind of almost held their own. So I'll stick it at an 85 altogether. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything spectacular by any means. So, yeah. It was good, though. 24 ounces. Went quick, man.
I'm surprised that you're scoring that Kerrygold.
It passed.
Huh?
I'm surprised by your score on the Kerrygold.
Oh, no. This one's the Boar's Head.
Oh, the board.
Oh, here's Kerrygold.
I was thinking Kerrygold.
That company don't fuck around. They're cheap.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks, Miscellaneous. Oh, man. Oh. Is that what you said to do?
Yeah, it worked for you. Yeah.
It worked. Okay. Hey, Moose Gal, cheers, man. All right. So I identify as a lesbian. All right. Okay, so the beer, the cheese is kind of weird. It kind of has this, of course, the tortilla thing I was talking about with the cheese in it, like a quesadilla. It kind of has that fried quesadilla kind of thing. It tasted better with the paprika, with that nutty kind of thing going on or something. Smoky is what I was getting. And the cheese itself, there was a really bland cheese, though it was salty, had a little bit of salinity, but it had really no flavor. It really didn't go well. I don't know. It was weird. There were some things though that were nice, but it gave you that as if you were eating a bunch of cheese curds, that in the throat kind of mayonnaise throat thing after a while. If you have too much of this, it's like oh. So I don't know if it's a meltable cheese. I don't know if it's a grindable cheese on a grater, but it is a hard cheese, so it would probably be pretty good in a quesadilla. So I'll give this cheese an 87 out of 100. I don't know. I'll try and find some others of this same style and see how much different they taste. But this is my wife's work. They've got like this really crazy like cheese area that's like I don't even want to get into it. Anyway, so good stuff. 87. And as I say, and then the beer itself was a great German Pilsner. It seemed to play the part of it. They were dead on with all the flavors, with the floral, spicy, kind of light, crispy, crackery, somewhat, I guess. Not real. It was more like a Heineken, like a lighter feeling Heineken. The last I remember, the Heineken was a little more, I don't know, a little more flavorful. Where this one was a little more watery. Maybe I need to go and have a Heineken again. But it's been a while. But this is it's a good beer. You know, it quenches the thirst. It's very nice drinkable beer. I'll give it a 90. I'll give it a 90 out of 100. And then mixing it with the cheese, it just kind of went side by side. It didn't really go. It wasn't like paper or like bad things or anything like that. You still get like the flavor of the cheese. You still get the flavor of the beer. Nothing really put out any flames. It just kind of worked with each other. Kind of nice, I guess. So I'll give it a 90. I'll give it a 90 on the overall. So I don't know. I think that's adequate enough. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring up the main panel here. And I think it was Bumpy. Yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, go ahead, Bumpy. Shout out.
All right. Well, first off, Anelli, if you feel like scissoring, call me or Mark the phone. Yeah, it just goes back to his comment.
Oh boy.
First off, we'll go with the After Dark beers, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring a dark beer. You're welcome up on panel. Yeah, good times. We had a small panel this past Sunday. It worked fine. A bigger panel would be great as well. So start looking for some type of a dark beer before Sunday. Multi-Monday. Put out a video today as to what the Multi-Monday beer is going to be. And that one is going to be a gluten-free beer. So go start looking now. There's no Beer Advocate link to gluten-free. Just look for a beer that says that it's gluten-free or gluten-sensitive or something like that.
Sensitive.
Yeah, if you're a gluten-sensitive person. There's plenty. The gluten-free market has exploded
Fair bit.
from what it was in the past.
Yeah, you can find them everywhere.
Oh, there's like a whole shelf full, like a whole racking system that's like different breweries and stuff putting out gluten-free beers. So it's a lot more than just Anheuser-Busch's Red Bridge. That's what it was probably about 10 years ago. It was probably all you could find. Now they have green, and they have this one that's called like, I don't know. It's got gluten in the name, but it's a gluten-free brewery, and it's crazy. Go out and find one. You're welcome up here.
What was it? New Belgium makes one. It's called Gluteny.
Gluteny.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, that's a cool name. I like that.
Yeah,
They're
out there. They're out there. It's interesting on how they make them. The different things versus they've come out with some new technology too, where I think what they can use like regular malts and stuff, but then they do something to combat the glutens in it afterwards. But yeah, we'll come up with whatever. After that, we'll figure out on panel what the next beer is going to be. We're not doing the poll anymore, just because the beers are running really thin as to what's left. So trying to just make it week by week what's the easiest one for people to find until it gets down to the hey, nobody can find a beer.
Right. That's the last one I couldn't find at all, and I used to be able to find it before. I was like, it was always there, and all of a sudden I can't find it. So it's just the way it is, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But, cool, man. Hell yeah. Well, thanks, Bumpy. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Miscellaneous, man. What you got?
All right. Yeah. So I guess I'm off the next 2 days. I don't have to go work the farm. But yeah, I think I'm gonna knuckle down and do some reviews if I don't get too drunk tonight and sleep in all day tomorrow. I got a vintage beer that I'm gonna try from Founders. It's fairly old, Imperial IPA. We're gonna find out if it's barley wine or rancid. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead and shout out. Let me see, what is there? Chugs, Wednesday. It's the first of the month. So what the ABV should be on tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Friday, I know, is Food Friday with Alex the Beer Master at 8. That's going to be peanut butter and jelly. We're revisiting that and pairing that with a beer. Stout Sunday with John and Ellie, if he's going to stick with it. Who knows? Could be on Ron Terrier's channel. Keep your eyes peeled for that as well.
That's if Ron Terrio has his electricity back.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I know there's a huge deal going on over there with that. I think that about covers it. Oh, yeah. Keep your eyes peeled for Georgia Beer Review's new show, Beer Buddies. Be premiering some point. Bumpy will be there. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
And I got beer mail coming, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I got a box. It's in the mail right now.
Right on. Cool, man. All right. Thank you, Miscellaneous. All right. So with me tomorrow, beer mixers on 6 o'clock Eastern. You just bring a couple beers or ciders or whatever you want to mix with the beer. Bring one beer and whatever you want to mix with it. I don't care if it's liquor, whatever. Let's discuss it and see how it tastes. Last week I did a cider with a sour, I believe, and that was actually pretty good. So just something to think about. Get creative. Think mango and peanut butter, or mango sherbet and peanut butter. That's always what I think. That's a very good mix. Yeah. So that's 6 o'clock tomorrow, and then I will try and I've been real busy with trying to get things done around the house here, brewery wise. So I will try and make Fridays for sure. I wouldn't mind. I love PB&Js, man. Peanut butter and jellies are great. So that sounds like fun. I will be here next week too until the Wednesday. So I'm leaving Thursday to Arizona. So I'll be doing Tuesday and Wednesday next week as well. So, all right. So you guys, hell yeah, rock. Thank you, panel, so much for being here. As always, you guys are true supporters. True rocking people, man. And all the chat are true supporters as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. All of us do. So subscribe to the panel here if you haven't already. Like the show, and there you go. We are. You know what? We're fucking out of here, man. I thought it was an F-bomb.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Let's do it.